Dear children, good morning and welcome to this session. Today we are going to discuss the next paragraph of the story, Making a Shower. In the previous class, we have seen that both Raja and Grandpa was standing under the sandwood tree. And because of Raja's naughtiness, the both got wet. And Grandpa was very angry and ran after him. During this time, Grandpa fell down and he was shouting, I will catch you when you come back. Raja was running and laughing at Grandpa. See what happened next. Shall we move to the next part of the story? Making the shower. Welcome. Look at the textbook. I do not want to go home because I feared grandfather would beat me. I stayed on in the fields. It was getting dark. I was afraid to stay there alone in the darkness. I remembered all the ghost stories I had heard. I stood up, looking around, and then ran towards home. Listen, children. I do not want to go home. Here, who is the I? Yeah, it is Raja. Raja doesn't want to go home. What is the reason? We know, isn't it? Yeah, he was afraid of his grandpa and his beat also. What is the reason he was thinking so? Yeah, he made a mistake. What was that? When he shook the tree, what happened? The grandpa got wet and got angry. So he planned not to go home. He stayed on in the field. But what happened? Soon it became dark. Raja was afraid of darkness. Suddenly, all the ghost stories came into his mind. Who might have told the stories? Yeah, it is his grandmother. So our little Raja stood up. Stood, it is the past form of stand. He stood up and looked around and ran towards the home. See what happened after that. Listen and look at the next paragraph. I was still afraid to face grandfather, so I did not go inside the house. I went to the cowshed and took shelter in the loft. From there, I could see grandfather sitting on the veranda saying his prayers. What did Raja do? Did he go back to his house? No, he didn't go to the house. He was afraid of his grandpa. So, what did he do? Yeah, he went to the cowshed. Cowshed means the place where the cows are kept and took shelter in the loft. From the cowshed, he could see grandpa. What was he doing? Yes, grandpa was praying. See the next paragraph. Look at the textbook. Grandmother was waiting for me. When I did not attend, she looked for me everywhere in the house. Then she came out and called aloud for me, thinking that I was somewhere in the garden. She did not get answer. Then she went to grandfather and asked him where I was. You looked for him in the house, grandfather said. He is hiding somewhere. He is not inside the house, grandmother said. See, we already seen that grandfather was praying. Then, what about grandma? She was much worried about Raja and looking everywhere. Then she came out of the house and called out for Raja, as if Raja was in the field. But Raja was in the field? No, we know that he is in the cowshed. So she did not get any reply. She was walking here and there and went to the grandfather. Why? Yes, she wanted to know. then where Raja is sitting. Then Grandpa told he will be there in the house and maybe hiding. But Grandma was sure that Raja is not in the house, and Grandma was much worried. Dear children, this is the end of the session. Read the story and write down the new words in the notebook. Dear children, in this part, many verbs are used. Try to find out and note it down in your notebook. One model I will show you. Okay, do the home assignment and read the story well. Thank you.